Hello, my name is Ashley Durbin, and my topic for the long report and presentation is the impact of social media on employment prospects. So, the problem statement for my topic is to what extent does an individual's social media presence on platforms like Facebook, LinkedIn, and others affect their chances of securing employment, either by enhancing opportunities or leading to rejection by potential employers? So, the purpose of this study is to examine the impact of individuals' social media presence on platforms like Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, and others on their employment prospects. Specifically, this study kind of aims to explore how social media content can either enhance opportunities or hinder individuals in securing these jobs. But by analyzing real life examples, this research will provide a sort of insight into the ways employers assess or use social media profiles during the hiring process and offer those strategies for job seekers to manage their online presence effectively. So, a little introduction into this topic is social media has transformed how individuals showcase their professionalism and how employers evaluate candidates. Platforms like LinkedIn highlight skills and achievements, while personal platforms such as Facebook or Instagram offer insights into personality and cultural fit. However, social media's influence on employment prospects is a double-edged sword. Strong profiles can enhance opportunities, while inappropriate content may harm a candidate's chances. This report examines the role of social media in hiring decisions, analyzing survey data, professional insight, and academic research. It provides recommendations for job seekers to optimize their online presence and for employers to implement fair practices when leveraging social media in recruitment. Some of the enhanced recruitment capabilities is that LinkedIn provides a professional snapshot into the lives of these potential employees. LinkedIn is the most popular platform among hiring managers due to its professional focus, and it offers a clear summary and lays it all out there of the candidate's skills, experiences, and endorsements which align with the job requirements. Features such as recommendations, detailed job descriptions, and certifications allow these recruiters to sort of assess a candidate's qualifications comprehensively. Social media also expands the talent pool. So for platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram, these allow employers to reach a broader audience, including passive job seekers who may not be actively applying for these roles. And it also increases accessibility for candidates from diverse geographical locations and professional backgrounds. I know remote work has been more prevalent in the coming days since COVID-19. So this gives a more broader view and access to more people who may be more qualified for the job than people who are located near the headquarters. So it also gives insight into the personality and cultural fit. So while LinkedIn focuses on professional skills, platforms like Facebook and Instagram provide a glimpse into their personal traits and values. So posts about volunteer work, hobbies, or just community involvement in general that will align with the organization's culture and values. So, some key supporting data is the survey findings that I used indicate that hiring professionals frequently review LinkedIn and Facebook. And employers report that LinkedIn profiles positively influence hiring decisions, especially when showcasing leadership and initiative. So here are just a few challenges and risks when dealing with social media recruitment, privacy and concerns, and potential biases. So privacy, reviewing candidates' social media profiles can infringe on personal privacy if the evaluation extends beyond professional content. So, for example, reviewing private social media content, even inadvertently, may lead to ethical and legal concerns, and candidates may perceive this as invasive and damaging the trust in the recruitment process. Some bias risks. Implicit biases can arise when hiring. Managers form opinions based on personal or irrelevant factors such as political views, religious affiliations, or lifestyle choices, and can unfairly disadvantage candidates and undermine diversity and inclusion efforts. Some of these survey respondents acknowledge concerns about bias, with some highlighting the need for training to mitigate these risks. And then difficulty verifying the authenticity of social media content, so curated content. Candidates often present a polished, more curated versions of themselves on social media, which may not always reflect their true capabilities or behavior. So, for example, LinkedIn profiles may exaggerate achievements, while other platforms may lack professional relevance altogether. Um, and then last is the misinterpretation of personal posts or out of context judgments. So posts on personal platforms such as Facebook can be misinterpreted when taken out of context. So for instance, a lighthearted or humorous post could be perceived as unprofessional by recruiters unfamiliar with the candidate's intent. The survey respondents from my survey noted that balancing professional and personal content is a significant challenge in social media evaluations. So I already went over a couple of the methods and procedures that I used while gathering my research, but this report on the impact of social media was developed using a combination of research methods to ensure a comprehensive analysis. So we used literature review, that means academic and industry sources, peer-reviewed articles, credible online publications. I also created my own survey, which was electronically distributed to hiring professionals across industries to gather quantitative data on the frequencies, platforms, and challenges of using social media in recruitment. And then I also had an interview with Brian Durbin, president of Arcadia Senior Living Communities, who provided professional insights into how social media influences hiring decisions. So, a short summary of the demographics in the collection process for the survey. They come from a range of industries, including technology, finance, education, manufacturing, and athletics, with age groups spanning from 18 to 54 years old. Most of these respondents identified as professionals actively involved in hiring process, while a few were non-hiring employees or students, which provided additional perspectives. The geographical focus primarily included regions across the Midwest, Northeast, and Southeast United States, with some participants for hiring from multiple regions nationally. The participants were recruited through electronic invitations sent through my network and ensure a diverse representation across industries and roles. So a few of the findings was that LinkedIn is the most frequently reviewed platform for hiring. As you can see in the graphic to the right, here is just a graphic showing the different opinions of the surveyors on what social media platform has the most impact on the employment process, with most saying LinkedIn, while fewer were saying Twitter and Facebook. Professional accomplishments, interpersonal skills, and community involvement are highly valued in while looking at these social media platforms during the recruitment process. And challenges include verifying authenticity and balancing personal and professional content. Majority of the respondents support training on ethical social media evaluations and how to do that correctly. So a discussion with the president of Arcadia Senior Living Communities, who is also the hiring manager as well of the company, provided valuable practical insights in how social media impacts hiring decisions in the senior living industry. His perspectives complemented the academic research and survey findings, enriching the overall understanding of social media's role in recruitment. So, some key takeaways is that he emphasized the critical role of LinkedIn as the primary platform for assessing candidates' professional qualifications. He also noted that LinkedIn profiles allow his team to quickly evaluate skills, experience, and endorsements, aligning with findings of something I read by Stone, Evelith, and Bakerfield, who highlight LinkedIn's professional utility. He also mentioned the supplementary use of Facebook and Instagram to assess candidates' personality and community involvement, offering a more broader perspective on their cultural fit. This aligns with survey results where hiring professionals reported using platforms to evaluate candidates holistically. He also gave me a positive example of using social media during the recruitment process. So he gave me a situation in which a candidate's LinkedIn profile showcased their leadership in organizing senior focused events, which directly supported their application for a community engagement role. And then a negative example as well. So, conversely, he recalled a case where inappropriate comments about a previous employer on Facebook disqualified a candidate. This anecdote kind of reinforced the findings of Rana and Singh in survey responses, which highlighted the risks of unprofessional or negative content. These examples sort of illustrate the tangible ways social media can influence the hiring decisions, providing real life context to the survey and literature review findings. And then a few challenges that he noted was verifying content authenticity, which I spoke about previously, and balancing professional and personal content. So some implications and recommendations for both job seekers and employers. I'll start with implications for job seekers. Maintaining a professional LinkedIn profile, since it is the most reviewed platform for professional qualifications, it is nice to keep a well-maintained profile, which showcases accomplishments, endorsements, and a clear trajectory, which will enhance that credibility and appeal. Regularly review and clean personal platforms. So employers check platforms, not only LinkedIn, but Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc., to assess personality and cultural fit. So just make sure to keep private or remove anything that could be perceived as unprofessional or negative or vulgar language. And also highlight your volunteer work and professional achievements. This can also just kind of encourage you to do some volunteer work and be more active in your community. And so some implications for employers is establishing guidelines for ethical social media evaluations. So getting that correct in structured training in your company and making those standardized policies to help ensure consistency in evaluating candidates. And just like I said, providing training on reducing the biases. So social media evaluations, it risks introducing biases based on lifestyle, political affiliations, or other personal factors. So training hiring managers on unconscious biases can improve fairness and focus evaluations on job-relevant information. And just focusing on job-relevant information in general, on qualities that align with the positions such as teamwork, communication, skills, or professional achievements. But some general recommendations, both job seekers and employers must view social media as a professional tool rather than just a personal platform. And just balancing that transparency with privacy and professionalism is key to maximizing social media's potential in the hiring process. And lastly, just clear communication between employers and candidates about the role of social media in hiring can foster this trust and better align expectations. And these are my references. Thank you so much for listening.